Hey guys, GSP from GSP Talk Sports here with the weekend roundup football. So, what a weekend, Independence weekend here in Trinidad and Tobago. And Liverpool, perfect nine points from three games. Well, three games, 9 points. And well, we haven't even been playing properly. We the guys look like they still need some time to mesh in terms of new players coming in, and but I must say though, compared to the first two games, this game on the weekend one Sunday blockbuster game of the weekend, Liverpool versus Arsenal at Anfield, took a screamer of a shot, free kick, Steven Gerrard-esque from Dominic Soboslai to give us a 1-0 win over Arsenal in a tight game. I must say our defense looked much better than in the first two games. I don't know what Slot did or told Konate and Van Dijk, but these guys up the ante. Even Kirkes too had probably, if not for Slobosai, would have been man of the match. Man was unstoppable. So I mean, when we get going, it's going to be scary for other teams. And to add to that, last night into this morning, getting the news that we secured the services of Mr. Isaac from Newcastle. Long going saga. How long now he would have mentioned that he wanted to leave? I think it was 42 days or something like that. Man mentioned he wanted to leave Newcastle, couldn't get a replacement. And yeah, finally happened last night into this morning. One little piece of bad news was in terms of we had a here we go with Maggie from Crystal Palace, central defender, their captain, coming to Liverpool, and it fell through last minute because the replacement that they were looking to get, for some reason, the deal didn't go through, and we were going to get Gay for 35 million, which in my opinion is uh, a coup. But remember, at the end of the day, he's on his last year of his contract. He's supposed to leave for free next year, so we may end up getting him for free anyhow. So all is not lost. We would have liked to get him as well because we're looking very, very good in the attacking to it, but we needed that little cover in defense, and kind of worrying with Kanate getting injured. Hopefully, it's not a long term injury over the weekend. So yeah, but we beat Arsenal. It looks like in it's early days yet. It looks like a two-horse race because Man City, you'll hear what happened again, slip up. Brighton and James Milner. Thank you very much. Yeah, so weekend roundup. We'll start from Friday in Italy. AC Milan 2-0 over AC. Spain, Valencia over Getafe 3-0. Nothing much over the Friday for the English League or any games of significance, I should say. So on Saturday, the early game, Chelsea versus Fulham. Chelsea with a 2-0 win. So Chelsea doing pretty good early in the season here. Probably according to a good partner Alex, title contenders. Yeah, staying quiet because some people saying they're more a cup team. They're not really built to do it in the league, but I mean, good young side, 7 points so far, so second on the league. So a good win over Fulham in that London derby. Surprising game. Probably the surprise of the weekend was Man U hosting Burnley. Burnley, Man U led 2-0, and then Burnley came back. Sorry, Manu took the early lead. Burnley equalized. Manu went 2-1 up not too long after, a couple minutes after. Then Anthony equalized for Burnley. And mind you, Manu first goal, own goal again. So that means the first two goals of the season that they scored are two own goals. And then their big world class player, Mr. Cry Baby Fernandez, with a 97th minute penalty to pull them out with a 3-2 win scrape through. So that actually moves Manu up to into the top 10 of the table for I don't know how long now, probably like over a year. Um, and they actually have 4 points. So with loss on the first day, draw second day, and they got full 3 points, surprising over the weekend. Sunderland versus Brentford. Sunderland 2-1 over Brentford. So battle of possible lower to relegation teams there. Well done by Sunderland again. And then Spurs doing the Spursy stuff, getting beaten 1-0 by Bournemouth. I mean, you went from beating City to then losing to Bournemouth. I mean, oh gosh. Everton beaten Wolves 3-2. So again, great start by Everton. And then what was supposed to be kind of big game, Leeds versus Newcastle. Leeds, former greats versus Newcastle. Leeds now newly promoted. 0-0 draw there. Over in Italy, games of significance. Roma beaten Pisa 1-0, and Napoli with a 1-0 win over Calgary. Early days yet in all the leagues. So, and then over in Spain, Sevilla beaten Girona 2-0. And Real Madrid 2-1 over Mallorca, coming back actually from 1-0 down. So well done, Real Madrid there on that comeback win, and perfect 3 out of 3 as well, 9 points, top of the league in Spain. And moving on to Sunday, Super Sunday. In England, Brighton, as I mentioned, beaten Man City 2-1. Surprise, surprise. So City not looking too good at the moment. As I mentioned, it looks like a early. Well, if Man City was in the title race right now, it's Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea in the title race. So yeah, West Ham. West Ham is like a Spurs. West Ham came and beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. So you really don't know what you're getting with West Ham on the day. So good win by West Ham. And Crystal Palace demolishing Aston Villa 3-0. Aston Villa keeper, my international keeper, Martinez, we're hearing that he might be making a move to Man U. Hoping that falls through. I don't want him to go there and spoil his reputation. So yeah, without him, Villa will be in a lot of trouble to maintain their momentum they had from last year. So Crystal Palace, big 3-0 win over Aston Villa. And in the game of the weekend, as I said, Liverpool versus Arsenal, basically Arteta came to Liverpool for a point. If you really look at what was going on in that match, he was like comfortable at that point in time. Neil, I can't win the title like that, man. And they had a couple of chances to be fair, but nothing clear cut. And Liverpool, I would say, coming down to the end, look more in the ascendancy. And thank God for one thing. When the goal scored, it was the 83rd minute. I think what we have shown holding on to leads for an extended period of times it seems to be a problem this season. So it's a good thing that it was scored so late on, and then for Arsenal to come back was a little difficult. But then, to be fair to our defense, was much better in this game. Kirkes had a monster game. The central pair, Konate and Van Dijk looked like they themselves of old. So thank God for that. Although, as I said, I'm hoping that Konate is not out too long since this gay deal went fell through. So looking at the table in England, Liverpool on top, perfect, uh, 9 points. Chelsea second, 7 points. Arsenal third on six. Spurs fourth on sixth as well, behind Arsenal on goal difference. Everton on six, on in fifth place. Sunderland, Bournemouth rounding off there. And then at the bottom, we have Wolves on zero, Villa 1 point, Fulham two. Newcastle just above, surprisingly, on 2 points as well. So, yeah, early shaping up at the bottom of the table there. In Italy on the Sunday, Juventus with a huge, well, not a huge win by scoreline, but a huge victory over Genoa, who normally has a decent side. And just 2 games played in Italy, so Juventus on top on six, Napoli on second on six as well, and Cremonese on six, Roma. So Juventus, Napoli, Cremonese, Roma, top four, all on 6 points, just goal difference separating. The other games to note, Inter would have lost 2-1. Well, Udinese beat Inter 2-1. And Lazio with a huge 4-0 win over Hellas Verona. And in Spain, Real Vallecano versus Barcelona 1-1. So yeah, nice for my Spanish team there, Real Madrid, with Barcelona getting a 1-1 draw. Espanyol beat Osasuna 1-0. Celta Vigo and Villarreal 1-1. So that's basically the roundup from this weekend. And as I said, early days still, but how it's shaping up, it's pretty exciting. Today also being the transfer window deadline day. I'm excited to see what last minute deals will be going through. As I mentioned, the Isak deal went through for Liverpool since yesterday, thank God. The Gay deal apparently collapsed. Yeah, Aston Villa getting Lindelof and Sancho. I'm seeing a whole set of different moves here. Alex, what are you all doing with Sterling, boy? Sterling wanted to move away from Chelsea. He preferred our next London club. I think he was looking at Fulham, and no move went through. So you all just keeping him on the bench or something. He not even training with the first team. So I mean, he left Liverpool to go City, but feeling kind of sorry for him these days, based on what happened with the recent transfer news there. Some big news too. Bayern Leverkusen sacked Ten Hag after 3 games. What happens to these Man U managers when they go Man U, they spoil their career, and then the Man U boogeyman or curse follows them, because Ten Hag went to Leverkusen, he went to German league, and he got sacked after 3 games. And Mourinho got sacked from who was it? He was in Fenerbahce or one of them. I'll have to confirm. So yeah, Man U managers not faring well after passing through. It's only the players who go there, basically spoil their career, and then when they leave, they kind of catch back, and you kind of see their potential. Didn't sound true. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the transfer news. So we'll see how everything else goes. Rasmus Højlund completes a Napoli loan Surprise, surprise. I thought you were supposed to be big hope at Man U there. What an apartment. Uh, Betis confirm a permanent deal of Man United's Anthony. Well, thank God, because that man was really looking going through in Man U there. So even I was feeling sorry for the man. Just a couple more. Right, so we talked about Isaac to Liverpool, Arsenal sign Han Kippie, loan from Leverkusen, defender. Nicholas Jackson, Chelsea Jackson set for big money Bayern loan. So see how that goes there. Man United outcast Sancho nears Aston Villa loan. Donnarumma to Man City. Listen, when I heard Donnarumma became available, I was upset that we would have recently bought our keeper. So that the Man City hoping that Edison leaves so they could bring in Donnarumma. That would be a big plus for Man City, by the way. Akinji, Man City to Inter Milan. Chelsea sign a forward from Brighton and Albion Bonetti or Bonnet. And Julio Enciso joins Blue Co, owned by Strasbourg, on a 4-year deal. So just to close off too on the football, I know we're talking about weekend roundup, but first World Cup final stage qualifying match for Trinidad versus Curacao on Friday. So what are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in messages or whatever. How you all feeling for that? Are you all confident of Trinidad and Tobago making it out at the top of this World Cup group? Because only the top place team gets an automatic qualification spot for the 2026 World Cup. And the best two other finishers will have to play continental playoffs. So our best bet is to try and get out of this group, because you don't know who you're going to get for those continental playoffs. So it could prove to be very tricky. So hope everyone goes out to support our boys on Friday, starting final stages of World Cup qualifications. And it'll be good to have our team there, second World Cup, and obviously to make it a regular occurrence. So let me know what you guys think. And yeah, looking forward to the weekend to come. Lots in store. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe at GSP Talk Sports.